I have about 1 hour left of my Saturday, so let's try to pump this video out so that I can say I did post something on the weekend. Alright, so today's video is going to be a bunch of different colors. They're all different types of stuff. Some are advertised as bouncing clay putty, some are a fluffy slime, and then some are just a glitter putty. So they're all a little bit different. Let's just go ahead and compare them. This is the first thing that I picked up from Michaels again. I have bought this before and they are only $2 each by Creatology, and they really do make some good slime when they're on it. Sometimes when they're off of their meds, they kind of make like really bad slime, but when they're on it, they're on it. And this is one of those things that I feel like is amazing. It has glitter in it. It's the perfect type of texture that I love, which is like that jelly, not like Jello. Let me make my correction, not the Jello type, which the ones that break apart. This is more like the jelly type. Yeah, so this slime is absolutely amazing. For $2, you can get 3 different colors, and they also have a separator in the middle, so in case you don't want to in case you don't want to mix all the colors right away, you do have an option for that, because some other slimes, they don't give you the option and you get it all mixed up already. This one is perfectly divided for you. It's easy to get out of the containers, it's easy to put back, so I give it a 10. It deserves a 10. Creatology, you guys did a great job on this. Give yourself a pat on the shoulders. I love this slime. And look at it. It's just mesmerizing. It's just so magical. Reminds me of all the great stuff in life. Only problem with this slime is you can't not find this unless you go to Michaels. So a lot of people live not in the United States, or you guys don't have Michaels. It will be very hard to find this slime. And the only place that I saw it one time is on Amazon. I will leave the link down below. But it will not be $2. It will be a little bit more than $2 for one. So I will still leave the link down below, but other than that, I have not been able to find the slime outside of Michaels for only $2. If you guys know where you can find this, you are welcome to put it down below. And then you could also mix all the colors, although I feel like these colors aren't very different enough, so when you mix them, they all kind of look like the same color after a while. So you get this one color, like this color, you get one color after you mix all 3 of them, even though they were all different to begin with. So I wouldn't really recommend mixing these colors because I feel like they're just kind of better by themselves, unless you really like this color that I just made. And then I just put it back in a container, and yeah, pretty cool. Next up, we have this that I got on Amazon. By the way, when you buy this, you get a whole 12 pack of it. So basically 12 comes in 1 pack. Did I say 12 pack? I meant to say 12 in a pack. So it's advertised as a bouncing putty, but when I get it, it's called bouncing clay. But then the box says bouncing putty. I mean, it is all over the place. This company is all over the place in terms of what it's really called. But I will just explain to you what you're gonna get. So it is kind of like a clay. However, you could stretch it like putty, and it has a marshmallow texture. So think of a dried up marshmallow. That is pretty much what you're getting. However, it also bounces. So there's so many things that you can use to describe this, and I think that's why the company was a little confused on how to title their product, whether they should call it bouncing putty or they should call it bouncing clay. So it is a clay. It's kind of like an air dry clay. However, you could play with it like a bouncing putty. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then it feels like marshmallow. I'm already getting confused myself, but as I was playing with this, I had a lot of fun. Even though the titles and the descriptions were confusing initially, Amazon, you gotta get it together. Other than that, it was a fun experience because you can use it as air dry clay, or you could just play with it like regular putty or whatever. So I'm gonna mix all the colors right now because I have a bunch of different colors here and I wanted to create something like really colorful. And because they're only like $12, if you think about it, it's pretty much $1 for each container. However, you get 2 different colors for each container. So think about all the colors that you're gonna get. Now there isn't that much variety of colors. They do pack different colors, like they'll pack a yellow one and a pink one, then they'll pack a pink one and a blue one. So there isn't that many colors rotating, but you have maybe what, like 5 colors? No wait, you have maybe 6 color total, but they just keep switching the containers, if that makes any sense. So now I'm just gonna roll this into something, spread the colors out and show you guys what I just made. The next step I'm gonna do is make sure this bounces, because it's supposed to be some kind of bouncing clay, putty, whatever. I have to make sure it at least bounces so that I know it works. So I kind of made this into like a ball, and then I put the rest of the stuff I made back into its container. By the way, it looks so like pretty. It looks like a Lisa Frank, like, I don't know, like putty. It's just really pretty. So it does bounces. I'm not really throwing this very high. If you were to bounce it at a very high point, you should get a pretty good bounce with this. I mean, you could throw it at your wall, it should bounce back and maybe hit yourself in the head, but don't do that. Yeah, so it does work. Everything is as supposedly described, and then the container is pretty cool, so you could also store other things. And yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Finally, I've been seeing this slime on Amazon for days and days. I mean, when I started ordering Amazon slime, I realized this is always in my recommendations. And I'm not gonna lie, it looks very, very pretty, attractive, and it has 4 different colors, and it is also a fluffy slime. So there's not that many sellers that sell fluffy slime. I would believe this is more like a homemade type of slime. The only thing that I would have to say is that I don't like my slime already mixed, especially at the top. And you guys know fluffy slime, once the colors touch each other, it is over. It will be mixed. It's very hard to separate them. So that's my only concern about the slime itself, is that maybe I want to mix it on my own and I don't want the colors to already be blended. But if you like that, then this is the one for you. You guys can see that it gets very messy. Like, it's just, you guys know how fluffy slime is. I don't think I need to explain that, but it comes out very pretty, very nice. I mean, I do really like the colors. They did pay attention to matching the right type of colors. It reminds me of like an awesome unicorn or something like that. And then when you put your slime back in the container, this is what it looks like. Kind of messy. I wouldn't suggest it putting it back in the container, because you do want it to look generally like that. But you're not gonna get it like that, trust me, because the way they package the slime, it's already going to be mixed. So let's talk about all the slime I got. Now for the bouncing clay putty, you get 12 of these for $12, and you get a whole bunch of colors, and there's so many things you can do with this stuff. You can make like figures, you can make balls, you can make putty, whatever you want to do. So I really like that, and it also looks super cool with all the different colors. This one also has really nice colors, but is a tad bit expensive, and because it's a fluffy slime, I don't like the way it is packaged, because it just looks like a mess after you start scooping the slime out with your fingers. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys is this one for $2. The only problem with this is you cannot find this in online except for one seller on Amazon that I will still link, but it's not going to be for $2. Other than that, this is a really, really awesome slime. If you're by Michael's, if they're still selling this, I would definitely pick it up. We made it. I have 40 minutes left of my rest of my Saturday, so I'm about to upload this video right now, guys. Make sure you check out other videos that I have, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.